Saturn and Kizaru, the two villains of the Egghead arc. One of them is a cruel and evil demon, the other is a tragic villain. There is a nice contrast between these two antagonists of the Egghead arc. Admiral Kizaru, one of the villains of Egghead, feels more like a tragic villain during the arc. He is someone that doesn't want to be on the island. He doesn't want to kill Vegapunk or even Kuma and Bonnie. Throughout the arc, he feels conflicted about the whole thing. But he knows that he has no other choice, and at the end of the day, he is still loyal to his job as a Marine. He has known Vegapunk ever since Vegapunk joined the world government. For Kizaru, he was close friends with the man, even helping him build Egghead. He also knew both Kuma and Bonnie for a while as well, and had nothing against them, despite Kuma being a pirate and a rev. Then there is Sentomaru, who Kizaru also knew ever since Sentomaru was a child. Kizaru even trained Sentomaru to become Vegapunk's bodyguard. For Kizaru, him, Vegapunk, Sentomaru, Kuma and Bonnie were almost like a family, from building Egghead together to even dancing and having a party. It makes everything that happened at Egghead even more sad, because now Kizaru is forced to kill the man he is close friends with. He is forced to fight and defeat the person he trained. He is forced to almost kill Kuma and Bonnie. Throughout the arc, we see Kizaru even remembering the good old times he had with them, making Kizaru more and more depressed. Once he finally does kill Vegapunk, Kizaru is now both mentally and emotionally broken. The one thing that he really didn't want to do, he ended up doing it. His breaking point even comes when he cries and calls out Akainu. But then we have the other villain of Egghead, Saint J. Garcia Saturn. Unlike with Kizaru, Saturn is a cruel and evil demon. He is the main and central villain of the Egghead arc. Saturn is the one who is ordering the Marines around. He is the one who is also ordering Kizaru to kill Vegapunk. Saturn is a cold and cruel person who has no empathy for others. For him, Vegapunk needs to die. Kuma also needs to die. We even see Saturn stabbing Vegapunk in rage after it was revealed that Vegapunk made Bonnie the highest authority over the pacifistas. Vegapunk studied the Void Century, making Bonnie command the pacifistas, and finally Vegapunk's message has fueled Saturn's hatred for Vegapunk more and more. Saturn also has a huge hatred for Kuma just because he is a buccaneer. Knowing Kuma ever since Kuma was a child, he tells the young Kuma that his only option is slavery and death. Even after many years, when he hears about Kuma and Vegapunk's conversation, he uses that to his advantage, forcing Kuma to work for the world government, and even forces Vegapunk to slowly mentally kill off Kuma and turn him into a mindless slave. Saturn doesn't want Kuma or Bonnie to have a happy life. He wants to see them suffer, and he wants to completely ruin their lives. Saturn is also responsible for the death of Ginny, who is Bonnie's mom. He performed a cruel experiment on Ginny, which was apparently a failure, but the results were Ginny getting sapphire scales, which then resulted in her death. Because of what happened to Ginny, Bonnie also ended up getting the sapphire scales as well, which made Kuma search everywhere for a clue. Ginny's death, ruining Kuma's life and turning him into a mindless slave, and being indirectly responsible for almost killing Bonnie. Saturn is a demon that has done the most horrible stuff to Kuma and the people close to him. Saturn basically views himself as a god and views anyone else who isn't a world noble an insect. He doesn't care for anyone that's lower status than him. He is once again a cruel and evil demon.